Well, hello. We are back with the Christian Leaders News as we continue Alumni Month, which first of all, we have an exciting announcement on Alumni Month. We have an alumni survey that we're going to ask any of you to take if you're an Institute, Alliance, or college student, the alumni survey. So, Abby, why don't you walk them through what that looks like a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So at first, it's just going to ask for your personal information, your location, things like that. And then we go into what branch you are an alumni from. So as long as you've received the entrance award in the Institute, you are technically an alumni there. And then any other credential earned in the Alliance or college constitutes an alumni. Then we go a little bit more into, what capacity you're serving in, what area of ministry you're serving in, where you're doing your ministry, and then we just ask you to elaborate a little bit more on how those credentials have served you in your ministry or your career, some vision partner information, and then kind of anything further you would share to encourage a prospective Christian leaders student. So we're very excited about this. It's pretty quick, 11 questions, and it's really going to help us learn about, what our alumni are doing so we can celebrate those accomplishments and just give us a more overview of what our student body is like. So
exactly. So it's going to be a great way for us as we continue in Alumni Month to know a little bit more about what our alumni are doing. So yes, please fill out that survey for us. It'll be attached below this video as well as within the email and on the dashboard. So you can find that survey in those locations. Another way we're going to celebrate Alumni Month today is we're going to do 50% off any certificate. So yeah, there's the certificates that we currently have, and you can see on your guidance and credential panel on the home dashboard what you've earned if it's lit up, and then you could click on it and go to the store and order it and use that coupon 50 certificate to get it 50% off right now for this week. That's going to be kind of our special alumni sale.
Very exciting. So we also have an exciting new mini course that we're launching today. It is called Discipling Neurodiverse Children, Supporting Who God Made Them to Be. And this is by Victoria White, and she is the Director of Church Services with All Belong. If you've taken the Disability Smart class, it's kind of similar to that, kind of a piece of that same subject. And that is worth 50 points, and it is in the mini course folder under Ministry Skills if you're looking to find it on that courses page. And it's also a part of the Commended program, so it's included in that credential.
Absolutely. So I had the pleasure of actually interviewing Victoria just to share a little bit more about what this course meant and why she was excited to have it available to you guys. So we're going to end our news today with an interview with Victoria. Well, hello. I'm here with Victoria, who is in today to actually record a new mini course. So thank you for being in our studio today. And in a second, I'm going to have her share a little bit about what the new mini course is, why we're doing it, and why we're excited about having it available for you to take. So again, thank you for being here today and giving of your time. Why don't you first tell the students about this new mini course and what it's going to be?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited about this mini course. We actually created this mini course based on some feedback from others taking different courses, including the Disability Smart course that I had a little hand in creating and recording, and I now manage that course. So I was thrilled to hear the feedback that people wanted to know more about discipling neurodiverse children. And so the opportunity of these mini courses that CLI has been coming out with, and we thought that sounds like a perfect mini course. So really excited to put that together with you.
Yeah, and that's another thing, I just want to thank you as well, as she just shared, has been in the disability course on All Belong and what that means in the church, and for any of you in ministry, what that means. And it's kind of been a blessing, and you just kind of shared that. Share what you've seen about students who have taken actually that full course, which this mini course will kind of go hand in hand with.
Right. So in that full course, we've gotten a lot of fantastic feedback on what it looks like to think about people with varied abilities within your ministry context, whether that means in a large town in Nigeria or a rural town in Oklahoma in the United States, and how different those contexts can be, but how much we can all learn from one another, and seeing the body of Christ as all people who all come with different areas of strength and different areas of challenge, and what it looks like to support those differences and to learn about those differences. So that's what the big course focuses on, the Disability Ministry course, which I'm really excited about also continuing and encourage people to look at that. But this mini course then focuses specifically on what does it look like when we're talking about children. So a more specific context, and again, thinking about children who are just wired to think a little bit differently, and how do we disciple them well in their growth in their faith. So it's just a brief mini course, and there's a lot more we could dive into, but it's a great place to start.
And I love that. I think there's going to be more that in the next year that we might be focusing on in this area and how that can connect with you. So if you feel called to in any form of ministry, we highly encourage you, but even especially if you do feel that call to minister to those that have varied abilities or are neurodiverse, and maybe if you have children, this course also would be really, really good for you as a parent who is trying to disciple. And that was the original feedback we got on that, was someone who's saying, I'm a parent to children that are neurodiverse, and a course like this would really bless me, as well as when I'm ministering to people in my local ministry context and all of that. So glad you're here. And that mini course actually is now available for you to take. So we really would love for you to enroll in that. And if you haven't taken our full course also, that goes a little bit more, broad in ministry, we encourage you to take that as well. Victoria, as we close this little segment for them, just kind of letting them know about this exciting new mini course, what's one thing you could say to encourage them in their studies and as they move forward in serving the Lord?
I would just encourage you to get to know the people who you're ministering with, and to notice about yourself and about them. How has God gifted them to be able to minister alongside you? And what are some challenges that you may have that are different from them, or that they have, where you could come alongside one another and support one another in interdependent community? Because I truly believe that's how the body of Christ is designed to operate.
Love that. Well, thank you so much again for being here. And God bless you guys, and thank you for listening. Okay, I think that was perfect.
That was great.